I'm now joined the studio by the man of the moment, the one, the only, Sam Chimes, all the way from Vancouver, Canada.
Round three, ladies and gentlemen, on our way to 93.9 FM, Dublin South FM. What up? It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's actually good to have you back, man. I actually really enjoy your company, man. You're a really cool dude.
Thank you so much, man. It's good to be in your presence. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. How did you find Galway, like, other than, like, the nightlife and the party life? Like, how did you find it as an actual town altogether? Like, the scenery, like, how was that?
That was good. So there's just so much water around, and I got to walk around the city a little bit and check out some of the outside markets, hit up an Asian restaurant. Super cheap, lots of food. Always my favorite. And just before I left, the first time I went there, I went to this green area, a big park, and it's called South Park. And I just walked out there, and then all of a sudden to my left was this big, long beach area. My goodness, it was beautiful. But that first time I went, it was rainy and it was just gloomy, so I didn't really enjoy it as much. So this next time I went, it was super rainy again. So I was like, man, am I going to get any sunshine? Ireland, come on. Thank goodness on Sunday, sun came out, blessed us, and I went out there and spent about, I don't even know, maybe 2-3 hours. I just sat there, just quieted my mind, and wrote some more lyrics, got some inspiration, and just got to be around the water, and it was great. What I usually do is I would write and then maybe find some trusted friends, or not just friends, but people who are writers, people who are lyricists themselves, and read these words to them and see their reaction. The first half a second, that's when I get the reaction. I write for people, so I must get the feedback of the people. So, yeah, I'm writing, and I'm building the art. And as far as writing, it's, to me, in my infancy again. I don't know how fast I will probably go through a growth spurt in the next few weeks. But once it's ready, I'll be busting out some new songs and singing it out. And yeah, you guys will know about it.
Cool, man. So when you say that you write music for the people, do you mean, like, that basically you're a ghostwriter? And if so, who have you written lyrics for before?
No, I'm not a ghostwriter. I mean, I street perform. Some people will say, Sam, you're a one-man show. Well, I'm creating my universe. I'm creating my world, and maybe one day somebody may want to partake in taking some land from my world. That's what I see my words as. It's kind of like my land. So when I say for the people, I write something that someone can relate with. That's what I'm talking about. I want to write something that I've gone through, things that I've felt, whether it be happy. I want to focus more on the positive emotions, because, I mean, we all go through some hard things. If someone came and was wanting me to write a song for them to perform, I'll be open to it. I feel like that's honestly the steps to success. When someone asks, the first thing I gotta ask myself is, how can I say yes? I don't want to say, how can I say no, or look at my insecurities. I want to find my securities. How can I say yes to this person? How is it possible that I could write a song for this person? And what would be the procedure to successfully write a song that this person would happily and 100% want to sing, right?
Yeah, like, from my opinion, like, or from my perspective, I mean, I genuinely wouldn't like to write music for the people, because, like, at the end of the day, like, I think that's actually stealing your music from yourself to give to somebody else. Like, you're actually using your gift to make somebody else come across as being famous and talented, when in reality they have no talent whatsoever. Like, there's so many artists out there that actually have got ghostwriters and people that actually produce music for them, and I don't think that's actually a good thing. So, like, I get where you're coming from. Like, yeah, you'd actually accept the opportunity if somebody who's actually willing to, like, accept your music. But do you see any downsides to that at all?
I can stand behind you. Yes, there is the downside. If that's all I'm doing, then that will take away from me. That will take my land away, right? It's like somebody who doesn't have the talent of writing, but has the talent of entertaining. But they have ideas in their mind, but they just don't have the way to put it on words, or on paper. Then I think I can step in as someone who's gifted in writing to help them out. Maybe one day they may write, maybe they'll never write. I don't know. But, that's like, when you're talking about record labels, right? One person decides, all right, I'm going to give up these other expressions of arts to focus on singing. Okay, you over here, you focus on writing. And there's something to be said about focused energy. So in that way, I think that's okay.
You come across as a very philosophical person. Honestly, man, like it's just the way you talk. It's basically like it's like you speaking quotes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, say for example, like Muhammad Ali done it, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, but also like say the likes of like a lot of artists have actually done that. Like they've actually came across, and even politicians have actually came across in that way, with a philosophical way of actually looking at life. And it's crazy. Like you're the exact same, and that's how I know you're gonna actually make it big as an artist, because like you just have the ability to genuinely inspire people with your words, and like that's insane. Like so, before we wrap up, would you like to like spit in a acapella, or will we leave it there?
Yeah. Okay. So I got something in my mind.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So this is gonna be a cappella. This is off the vibe I got while sitting at the beach or close to the water in Galway. This song I also wrote back in Vancouver in a beautiful place called Kitsilano. If you ever go to Vancouver, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, go check out a place called Kitsilano. Beautiful, beautiful people close to the beach. So this is called Grateful, Great space Full, because I truly believe that when you're grateful and you appreciate what you have, then you start appreciating, you start growing, you start being great. So here it goes. Started with a tear, then it became a rain. When I think about the places we done came, all the things that we've been through, things will be the same. I just want to lift a glass and say thank you again. They say gratitude is the attitude to reach your dream. Come look at the calamity these eyes have seen. I'm gonna turn to mind the underdog with my word. I keep saluting all my homies, taking one step forward. I know that when you fall, you can't give in. Just as long as when you fall, you're giving all 10. I give you all 10, but this might's in my hand. I can't give success, but maybe these words can. I'm gonna make it once, oh my name ain't Sam. I'm gonna make it twice, till I fall, I'll stand. Another handstand, so you fail to understand that my will's reeling me onto my homeland. Tear, then it became a rain. When I think about the places we done came, all the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just want to lift a glass and say thank you again. While I was sitting there writing all the rhyming I was minding, I decided to be thankful for everybody. But is that a turkey in this building? Is the office still on? Because things are looking gravy over in the horizon. I let the past pass on and let us all rise on. Shining like a diamond on the rising sun. Like the lessons that I wrote down on this song. I'll be around with all my passion after I pass on. Now don't you love this song? That's why I made this, y'all. Really saying something that is so on point. Let your grandma and grandpa dance on this joint. I'm making beats so clean. You think we're off to church after it's said and done? It's time to go home. It's getting real cold, though we're wearing our clothes. Let's not forget to be grateful for how far we've come. I stop now counting our blessings, cause the mothers have none. Tear, then it became a rain. When I think about the places we done came, all the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just want to lift a glass and say thank you again. Thank you again, Ireland.
That is absolutely insane. I actually remember the first time you performed it on the show, which was like a couple of weeks ago, and to be honest, it sounds so much smoother. Like you've obviously put a lot more work into that song, and it sounds way better, man. Like honestly, I can rap, but when I say I can rap, I don't necessarily think I'm as good a rapper as you are, because you're insanely talented. But one thing I can't do, and one thing not a lot of rappers can do either, is actually sing. And it's insane because you can actually do both. You can actually sing your own hooks as well as spit your own verses, which I think is absolutely insane. But not only that, you also produce your own beats, which is incredible. And I wish you the very best of luck in the future, and hopefully you'll come on the show again one day, because I really enjoyed spending the past few weeks listening to it with you. And I just want to say thank you very much.
Don't forget you guys.
Right, so I'm going to take an ad break now, but after the ad break, I'll be back with some more music. So for now, you've just heard on Sound Chimes. I've been Nathan O'Shea. Here's the ad break.
Dublin South FM.